Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of Bob's Odd Jobs. Today I'm going to be adding a drain to my kids' little kiddie pool. It's a 5-foot pool, and this thing is a real pain in the ass to drain. I actually have to lift the pool all the way up. It's really heavy, my wife can't do it. So I was looking at a way to make a drain that I could do a little bit of a slower drain on the pool so that I can just drain slowly into the garden or onto the grass. I'm using 3 different parts here to do that. The first part I'm using is called a bulkhead. This is something you usually find with aquarium equipment. It's basically a pipe, but it has a flange on it here and a rubber washer. So you can see the rubber washer, here's the flange, and there's where the water would go through the pipe like a drain. And then it's got a nut that you tighten up and will tighten up against the flange. So basically the flange will be on the inside of the pool, sort of like this. The flange would be on the inside of the pool, the bolt would be on the outside of the pool, and the rubber would go against the flange on the inside of the pool, and it would compress against the inside of the pool tight enough that water's not going to leak around it. Now, you can see there's no actual way to plug this. I'm sure you probably could get a plug. I wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to attach a hose to it just to do sort of like a ground fed drain out of the tub. So I bought just a simple shut-off valve for a hose to turn the water on off so the water can drain when I want it to drain. I'll just attach a piece of scrap hose to it. The problem with the bulkheads is they come with MPT thread. It's not the hose thread, which is GHT thread. So these 2 threads aren't going to match up. They don't fit together. So I had to get an adapter, and this is an MPT thread to a GHT thread. So this is the garden hose thread, and this is the thread that goes into this. So I should mention that the bulkhead is a 3/4 inch hole with the MPT thread. So I got a 3/4 MPT to 3/4 garden hose thread, and that just was going to literally just screw right inside here. And I may add a little bit of Teflon tape to this just to make sure there's no extra leaks. And then my shut-off valve is just going to screw onto that. And now I've got a drain assembly that I can control with a shutoff and attach a hose to. I'm going to attach this to the pool. It's fairly simple. I'm just going to cut a hole in the pool, the diameter of the bulkhead, put it in, attach my pieces, and then we're good to go. Okay, let's see what happens when I attach this to the pool. So this is the pool that I'm working on. I don't want it too low because then it's going to hit the ground when I put the pool down. So it's probably going to be a little bit high, which means there will be a little bit of water in the pool when it's finished draining, but it should be easy enough to tilt for my wife after that. So I'm just going to mark the hole, and then I'll put this through. Okay, so I've cut the hole, the diameter that I want to fit my bulkhead in. And like I said, the rubber side goes on the inside of the pool, so that way you get the proper seal. So I'm just going to fit the bulkhead through the hole. I'm going to tighten up my bulkhead nut here. There's no water pressure, really, it's just drained. So I'm just going to hand tighten it. And now, fundamentally, I already have my drain in the pool. I've just made it a little more complex by adding the other 2 pieces on, so I can drain it through a hose. So here's my adapter. I mentioned I might add some Teflon tape to this, but I'm just gonna rough it in for now and see how this works. Okay. Again, there's no pressure going through here, so I'm not worried. And now I've got my valve. And that's my drain assembly. Okay, so I'm just running a test of my drain. Yeah, it's definitely going. And I've just turned it on. It's not the best flow, which I'm fine with. I don't care if this takes half an hour to drain. And you can see I've got a nice trickle coming out of my drain. Thanks again for watching another edition of Bob's Odd Jobs. Like I said, just trying to save time and energy can reuse this water, I can water my garden, I can move this hose, and I can reuse all the parts instead of just dumping this water in one go right on the lawn. So thanks again. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Take care.